Hi friends, welcome back to the Radiant Life videos. This is our second video, and today we're going to explore Saturn. Now, I've had some new thoughts about Saturn, but what's important for you to know first off is that for everyone, Saturn in the heavens all this year, and for a good portion of 2010 and even on into 2012, has been in the sign of Libra. And Saturn in Libra is about creating right relationships. And there are profound tests in relationships. There's a profound difficulty, a trial in the realm of relationships, but it's also a time to get relationships right. And it's a time to choose in relationships, and it's a time to commit, and it's a time to be very serious about what you are related to and what you want to be related to. Not just romance, not just marriage, although it does rule that, but also like the marriage to your work, right? The marriage to yourself. So it's all about the relationship with oneself, the relationship with one's work, the relationship with one's intimates. So it's a very potent time, and it's a time when lots of relationships will fall apart and lots of relationships will strengthen. Now, for you individually, Saturn in the chart, and for those of you that don't have a chart, you can go online and get a free chart. You can just enter free chart in Google, or you can come and see me for a reading. But for those of you that know, and for those of you that have seen me, you do know where your Saturn is. Saturn in the chart shows us where we have to grow up. It shows us where we have to bring a conscious response. It shows us where we have an opportunity to bring a new authority to that area. So we start our lives and we feel a kind of lack. We feel a fear. We feel that we are tested in our ability to do whatever are the qualities of the sign that Saturn falls in. So I'm going to give you just a few phrases that I've been developing around Saturn, and you're going to slot in the words that I'm going to give you about each sign. So early on with Saturn, you could say, I am afraid to blank. I feel insufficient in my ability to blank. I am tested in my ability to blank. You could also say, I feel fear or pain when I blank. Okay? Now, here's the juicy part. If you say to yourself, therefore, I will practice blank, and we're going to get to the blank. I practice blank so that I can be triumphant in my ability to blank. Right? So you can also say, I can be wise and purposeful in this area. I can be masterful in this area. So it's a beautiful opportunity for ourselves to grow ourselves up so that we can create right relationship, so that we can feel at home with ourselves and alignment with ourselves and in alignment with others and in alignment with our work. It's a very beautiful time. And if you think about the fact from our previous video that Jupiter is now in Aries, Saturn is in Libra, which opposes it, there's a real chance to grow and assert while at the same time making sure that you are treating yourself and others and your work with respect and alignment. So let's fill in the blank, okay? Let's just say for Aries, the words that you could fill in the blank with are assert, emerge, come forth. So a phrase would be, I am afraid to assert. I am afraid to emerge. I am afraid to come forth. That's Saturn in Aries. Taurus, the words would be manifest, amass wealth, use my will. I feel insufficient in my ability to manifest, amass wealth, use my will. Gemini, think, connect, create home. Saturn in Gemini. So you could say, I practice thinking, connecting, staying curious. Saturn and Gemini people classically feel they don't know enough, and so they work. Okay, Cancer, words would be feel, build, create home. I'm afraid to feel, Saturn and Cancer. Leo, words would be create, express, love. Saturn and Leo, I feel fear or pain when I create. I mean, it sounds kind of bleak, but there is a tentativeness around expression. Will I be loved if I express? And so we need to grow that up, and we need to practice expression. Virgo words: work, analyze, perfect. I am afraid to perfect. Libra words: relate, balance, marry. Scorpio words: penetrate, hold fast, kill. And sometimes you need to kill things. Sometimes things need to die, right? Sometimes habitual behaviors need to die. So that's a good way that Scorpio can be used. And Saturn in Scorpio needs to learn how to use power well. Sagittarius words are envision, risk, teach. So, I feel fear or pain when I teach, so I must commit to teaching so that I must be wisely and purposefully teach. Capricorn words are achieve, summit, as in a verb, to summit, accomplish. Aquarius words are share, create community, be authentic. Okay? Saturn in Aquarius often feels like it doesn't belong to a group. I'm afraid to create community, but in fact, they would be masterful in community if they are willing to practice. That's the word for Saturn. You have to practice, you have to apply, you have to be dutiful. Finally, the words for Pisces: surrender, save, redeem. Okay? So you could also use a phrase and say that as I live my life, I learn that I can blank without fear, and that I can offer my path away from that fear and pain as a gift. That's the masterful part. I'll say that again. As I live my life, I learn that I can blank. Aries would be assert. Capricorn would be achieve. Pisces would be save. That I can do that without fear, and that I can offer my path away from fear and pain as a gift. I'm very excited about Saturn because I feel like it is one of the greatest lines of growth, and if we're willing to commit to it, we can reap such terrific rewards. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I'm eager to share video number 3. We'll be addressing our moon and how we can bring conscious response to our moon placement. Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you.